Alright, this video is going to review the operating procedure for the additive injector inbound. So just walking up to it here, the screen is suggesting what you should start with. Press the yes key to begin a delivery. So I'm going to do that. Then the delivery driver is going to be asked to answer how many gallons of main product he's delivering, and so whatever fuel he's dropping is the main product. So let's say I'm going to drop 5,000 gallons, so I'm going to enter 5000 and says press Y to OK, Y being yes and N being no. So now it's going to ask what additive do we want to put into this fuel that we're delivering into the bulk plant. So I think I'm going to say I want both additives. So I'm going to press 3. You selected both. Now it's going to ask if we want to add more additive for the cold weather, because sometimes if it's really cold you want to do a double shot. So I'm going to say no, I just want a normal rate of cold weather additive. So now it needs to know there's two paths that I can put fuel into, either dyed diesel or clear diesel. So it's asking which one I'm delivering into, and I'm going to say I'm delivering into the clear. So now it's going to confirm to me that it's going to put 5 gallons of Cetane Express and 5 gallons of Winter Express. And yes to begin. So at any point that I'm making my delivery, if I press yes now, it will begin to do that. So now that I'm telling it to start, it's not really doing it here. This is just simulation, but it would show how much it has pumped of the 5 gallons and how much time is remaining for that additive. So when it's doing both additives, it's going to do one additive and then switch over and do the other, just to get them done. I'm going to abort that. You can always hit no to abort. And since I had defined a delivery and I aborted it, it's writing out a record. So that is recorded to the flash drive. And then it's telling me that I aborted it. So yeah, they'll dismiss that. So now it's all the way back to the beginning. Let's do one more simulation here. Yes, I'm going to make a delivery. I'm going to deliver 500 gallons, and I only want Cetane Express. And I'm going to put it into the dyed. So it's going to put 0.5 gallons of Cetane Express into dyed. Yes to begin. And there you go. Now the time remaining is based on one thing that you might want to be able to adjust. So I'm going to get out of this. So now I'm going to cover a couple things that the drivers won't mess with, I don't anticipate. In the setup, you can tell it what the blend ratio is and how fast you transfer your fuel. So I'm going to go into the setup by doing the 0 key a bunch of times. So now I'm in the setup. And under the transport setup, I can tell it that the main rate right now is set to 400 gallons a minute. So this system is expecting that the main fuel is being transferred at 400 gallons a minute. So let's say that's not fast enough. We're actually dropping it 450, but I'm going to set this to 480 gallons a minute just to make sure this always gets done before the fuel's done moving. All right, so 480 gallons a minute. Then we have the ratios. I have the cetane ratio and the winter ratio. Those are the blend ratios for the fuel. So cetane, let's say that's not supposed to be 1 to 1,000. It's supposed to be 1 to 1250. And winter is supposed to be 1, oops, I hit the wrong one. Go down. Winter is supposed to be 1 to 1500. And then the extreme winter is double that, so that's 1 to 750. those can all be defined in here. Injection mode is whether we're going to batch it in little by little or if we're just going to put it all in at once. So those are some parameters you might want to change. So I'm going to get out. So there you go. I think that covers everything. It covers operation and making adjustments. If you need any other questions answered, feel free to call that number. I'll just show you real quick. Since I changed those treat rates, how many gallons? Let's say 1250. It should do exactly a gallon of Cetane Express. So there, a gallon of Cetane Express. Again, I'm going to cancel it. There you go. It didn't write a record that time because I hadn't actually initiated the delivery. If I'm defining a delivery but I abort out of it before I start it, it doesn't write a record. All right, well, again, call with any questions. Thank you.